This is Frankie Abbruzzino with The Scoop News. Okay, I was asked to talk a little bit about Wellfield. As everybody knows, I've been on top of it. I did see somebody come out and say, well, they told us not to worry about it a year ago. And that was them. And I remember a few people after hearing that, and I said, look, never trust your government. What they'll do is say, don't worry about it. Next thing you know, something's happening, and you have no control over it. And they'll say, oh, we put out notice. They put out these small signs or in the back of a paper that nobody reads, the local paper. And they say, we did our due diligence. You can't trust that. And you got to continue. And I said this a year ago. I go, you got to continue a marketing plan where you're just inundating them. And when you don't do that, stuff like this happens. And so, basically, you know, it's funny because Hollick went out there and he's saying, look, there's no mistaking it. The county's pulling the plug on the deal, and they're leaving us in a huge bind, and they're not being good neighbors, and he just is lambasting them. But what he doesn't mention is what somebody put in one of my scoop pages is Hollick called them, and the county called their Hollick's bluff. Hollick's been wanting to play hardball with them. Hollick has played hardball with the county in a severe way, but he does it in a manner that pisses them off. And I'm saying that because I remember when I was going to go around with the mayor thing, the county administrators, the county elected officials could not stand Hollick and his approach. And I think the personality played a role in this. And unfortunately, I think that's what's happened. I don't think they would have gotten the money. The money's allocated to Braves, to the Benderson, unfortunately, and it shouldn't be that way. And then to top it off, the county comes out and puts out a notice that they're going to have a meeting to discuss upgrades to other parks that they're keeping up managing, which is amazing. What can you do? You can, right now, I personally would be writing the county commissioners and the city. You know, Hollick is telling everybody, oh, you got to write the county. Nah, you can write the city too. Now, will you get anywhere with the city? No. The city, and Hollick, I think, said this again in the meeting on Tuesday, maybe gets 10% of the use. The city essentially needs one ball field based upon the percentage of usage of it. They have no desire to go out and put money on those fields. I could tell you, it's a dead issue, essentially, with Hollick, Daniels, and a lot of those people and a lot of the community here. A lot of them are wondering, why do we want to put out millions of dollars now, and it's going to go up that high with the county backing out? Why do we want to do that? We're not in the agreement. 10% of our population uses it. It doesn't make sense for us. And will they follow through and do what the county administrators, what Hollick states the county administrator told him to do, is build condos on there? I don't know. I could tell you, though, it's gotten to the point where I cannot see the city financing it. And I think they got a legitimate point when only 10% of the population is using it. I think a lot of the residents are behind the city's move on this based upon some of the communications I have seen. So the best thing you can do probably is pressure the county and say, hey, look, county, you entered this agreement. This is a county complex. This is how it benefits the kids. This is how it benefits the community. You got to keep this open. If you do not start an emailing campaign, you know who you guys should talk to is SRQ. God, Luigi. Luigi's with this group. SRQ, Stand Up, Fight Back. Those guys fought the Celery Filled initiative. They had email campaigns. They had letter writing campaigns. They would go down to the county commission meetings, 200 people all in the same T-shirt. They would hold protests out there almost like once a month. They would bring water, set up tables and everything. SRQ, Stand Up, Fight Back. Luigi. They're the ones you need to contact, the Wellfield group, and see how to handle the commission and how to fight this. I could tell you, people like Dieter have sat up there and said, oh, send us emails, all it does is piss us off. Well, that's the process. Sorry it upsets you, sweetheart. Calling us, that just pisses us off. Well, no, that's the process, sweetheart. Again, I remember it was Dieter and I think Hines were the two up there that were bitching about it. So, you got to take it in your own hands now. Would I be concerned? Yeah, I said this a year ago. Nobody listened to me. They believed the politicians when they said nobody's going to take your Wellfield away. Hopefully, some of you will start listening now. This has been Frankie Abbruzzino with The Scoop.